This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts, as this one is underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
Let's get set. 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. Dumps this one off to Algier. Pushing his way through, and he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. A first carry for Tyler Algier. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. The Rams at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here we go. 11, 11. 11, Thomas. Shot.
Play action. It's Burrow. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of there.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in Week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Oh, he sheds himself free. He's still on his feet. Inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Out of the end zone, it's Tutu Atwell. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take.
Here we go.
Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big...
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this 1st quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And taken right at the 35. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone. And no, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Off play action. It's Howell. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Howell. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. You talk about this Rams defense. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Howell completing the quick throw out wide. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Rams, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Rams are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Here we go.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Here's Ethan Evans now. Fielded at the 20. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. You talk about this Rams defense. They were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Throw left side complete. That's Barnett. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And once more, Howell back to the air. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Howell running right on the option. He pitches it. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
Well, he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, They should keep riding him the entire way of this game until the defense proves they can stop him.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Atwell now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here we go. 11, Thomas.
On the give, Algier headed left. Able to fight through one tackle. Nice move on the play, but he will be brought down shy of the 15. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
12, 12, 12.
Evans has it left side. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Gun. 11, mighty. 11, mighty. Stop.
Algier will try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So first down, and they'll stick with Algier. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
On second, here's Algier. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Here we go.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
11.
Now it's Burrow. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards. Now, this is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Here we go.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. The first throw here for the backup Garoppolo. That's caught. Davis Allen. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go. Hey, alert.
On first down, Garoppolo. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Setting up the screen, here's Algier. He's got room to roam, and down to the 7-yard line. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one, and here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Here we go. Twenty-one. Stay hot.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we...
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. The big boy's big dream right there. He got to rumble and stumble all the way for 6.
Nothing like big man with football, is there? I mean, that brings people onto their feet every single time, and his dream was answered on that one, wasn't it? It was realized. He picks it off and takes it to the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Atwell now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He finds his target, Allen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
11.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
Here we go.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
Now 3rd down and 7. On play action, now Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Dawkins. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Out of the gun, it's Howell. Has it to Hyatt on the out route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. 3rd and 1. Howell's going to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a second life. Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He's got this to Algier. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Play action. Garoppolo. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play.
Here we go.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Down the right sideline. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
22 yards. That's good for a Rams.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Howell. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. They'll go play action. Howell. Throwing left side, it's complete. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Howell looking to throw again. They'll set up the screen for Dawkins. Touchdown! A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Atwell now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points.
Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Now he'll look to throw it. That's complete to his running back, Dawkins. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Back to throw. Howell. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal. A loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd. Throwing here, Howell. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Atwell now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
70 Ranger, go!
Back to throw. Randall. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Check smash.
Looking to throw. Randall. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They'll look to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Dumps this one off to Algier. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Dawkins. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 2nd down now. Dawkins. And now the rookie's free. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 168 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Dawkins. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Howell completing the quick throw out wide. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Randall. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time, in football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. On first down, Dawkins. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7. Here's Howell. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Giants are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. Randall. Toward the sideline. Intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. Inside the 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Atwell now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
Let's go. Take it to the house. Got it. Ready?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick, and he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball, but for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play. to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll run for it with Algier. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw on second down. Randall. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught by Evans. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Dicker as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the 4th, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself, the preparation that went into this, but the absolute focus that they kept throughout in order to have this kind of a result, this is Super Bowl-esque, and they've got to feel awfully good about what they put out there today.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
187 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Now, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Hustle.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Randall. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you've mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one.
Breaks the tackle, narrow alley. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
At the 12-yard line.
Warrior 70.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Panther 60. Panther 60. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Panther 11, Panther 11. Cup 19, Cup 19.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they don't need to score here. And now off to the races down the right side. And finally taken out of bounds all the way up near midfield. 228 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Howell going to go down to a knee, and that should just about wrap this up.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Jets, it was a great